Good morning. What's going on? It's Tuesday. If you're new here, my name is Christian, Cross Before the Crown, and it is Upper Body Day, push-pull. I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I wrote it all down a while ago. I know I'm benching, but that's about it. Yeah, so that's what's going on today. You will find out too. But it is warm. You can tell summer's coming down here in Florida. The humidity's rising quite a bit, and that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But we have Upper Body Day. It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna get pumped. We're getting towards this is the fourth week or third week. I can't remember. Third or fourth week in the hypertrophy block I got going on, and then I got another month. Maybe I might have another 2 months, to be honest with you. We'll see. Hang on, got this guy going. You never know with golf carts, like I said. But yeah, I might add another month to the hypertrophy phase of the program. Not entirely sure yet, but I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, we'll see. And I need gas at some point. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, so far so good. I feel like I'm recovering fine. Upper body wise, I feel pretty good. So we'll see how the weights feel. The only thing I know that I'm doing is obviously bench press. I'm gonna stick with the same weights probably today as I did last week. I might go up a little bit. We'll see. There's no way I'm going above 225 right now for sets of 10. I'm probably going to end up sticking around 185, maybe 195. Not entirely sure yet. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, and we'll go from there. But more than anything, I'm just trying to get pumped. I don't think I'm going to bust out the reps like I usually do. Slow tempo, maybe a slight pause at the bottom. Probably a slight pause at the bottom. Let's be real. I like pausing nowadays for some reason. So I'm going to do that. And we'll see what else I got going on. I'm trying to think. What did I have? Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm going to do push press, because I did that last Tuesday. I think I'm going to do overhead press instead, because the push press is just kind of, it's pretty taxing. And I want something a little bit less intense for my vertical push. And when it comes to the pulls, it's going to be lat pull down, and probably the row machine. Yeah, we'll do that again. I liked that last time. So yeah, they're good exercises, great exercises to load, easy to load, and yeah, sounds like a plan. It's gonna be a good day. All right, boys, I'll see you in the gym. Let's get it. All right, guys, we're gonna start this training session off with the bench press, and we're gonna start with 205 actually, not 185, 205 is what we're starting with. And we're gonna go nice slow tempo down and then explode up. And that's going to be the tempo for the day. I'm gonna slowly work my way up with the bench press, since I haven't benched much, literally at all, in the past like 6 months. I squat every day, so I'm going up quite quickly in that. But man, last time I actually had a dedicated bench press training block was probably 6 months ago, I would say. So I'm going to take it pretty easy working my way up here. And so I started with 185. I'm probably going to park here at 205 for a little while and really focus on a controlled tempo on the way down, explosion on the way up. I got a little slower towards the end there. It was getting pretty fatiguing. I went back down to 185 to finish off these last 2 sets here, because I really wanted to feel the tension on the way down and explosion on the way up. And it was 205 was a little too difficult to have consistency with that slow of a tempo. So I decided to bring it back down to 185, and it was much better this way. And I'm still adding a slight pause at the bottom there. I'm pretty sure by the end of the last set that goes away. It was getting pretty taxing, and I figured probably not necessary if I'm going that slow of a descent to pause at the very bottom there. It was a little extra. I don't think I need it as much anymore, though. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might continue doing that. But towards the end of this set, I basically just kind of touch and go. Yeah, I was getting pretty fatigued at this point. Was really feeling it in the chest and shoulders and triceps. They were giving out, man. My GTOs were firing. My muscles were relaxing. It was not good, man. Couldn't recruit the muscle fibers I needed to, so I took some time off. Made it to 8, and so I needed to bust out these last 2 to make 10, and that would be 3 sets of 10 right there. Explosion on the way up. Final set. Final rep. You'd love to see it. Moving on to the lat pull down. Now, I changed handles, and I wish I didn't because these handles prevented me from going up all the way in the full range of motion to feel a nice stretch in the lats. It was kind of irritating during this set, but I kind of just continued with it anyway into the second set. But by the second set, I was getting pretty pissed off. So by the third set, I actually changed handles to the traditional lat pull down bar, which felt so much better. But again, really focusing on full range of motion. Explosion on the pull. Eccentric's going to be nice and slow and controlled. Really feeling it in the lats from this. And I really love this tempo so much. And I'm glad I really started incorporating that into my hypertrophy block here. Because it's just so nice. Because it really allows you to get the hypertrophy stimulus without having to really tax yourself with heavier weights, which I inevitably will once I hit the strength block. But for the hypertrophy phase, that's not really the goal. It's hypertrophy, right? And it's so much easier to recover from because you don't have to load as heavy, but you're still getting that maximal hypertrophy stimulus. And so I'm really enjoying these. But yeah, at the beginning of this set, I got pretty pissed off, as you can tell. But really focused here. Really focused. It's hurting pretty bad. So I really had to maintain that focus and finish strong no matter what. But yeah, that was a good one. And here we go. Back with the lat pull down bar. And yeah, I finished strong. Could really get that stretch on these. Was really happy. I switched bars. I wish I would have for the first 2 sets, but that's okay. It happens. I'll be using this bar from now on. But yeah, get that nice stretch at the top there. I love it. Nice and controlled, eccentric, explosion back, touching the chest. And yeah, with that, even that tiny extra range of motion, dude, I felt a burn so much faster. It was insane. And you'll see it in my face here. I was feeling it. The burn was crazy, and I really had to focus on these because every fiber in my body wanted me to just stop, please. It's hurt. It hurts bad. But nope, we kept going. We kept going. Strong, focused. Yep. Nice and controlled on the way down. Or up in this case. But yeah, that was rough. But that was so fun at the same time. And yeah, we transitioned to the single arm dumbbell press. I was going to do barbell overhead, but I decided to do some single arm unilateral dumbbell work today. It was a little less taxing than the barbell would have been. And I was feeling, my shoulders were feeling quite a bit taxed from the barbell, so the bench press. So I decided to bring these in, and I'm glad I did because it allowed me to really focus. I can slow down the exercise a lot more on these, and not to mention the core work that this also includes, man. Your core is on fire during these movements, and I highly recommend that you try them for yourself and see how incredible this workout is for your core, as well as your shoulder development. Yeah, I was really feeling it in both areas. I was even feeling it in the serratus, the stabilizer of the shoulder capsule there. I was really feeling it in these movements as well. So I really was glad, actually, I decided to do this exercise. It was a last-minute decision. It was an audible, and I'm glad I went with it because I was really happy with this exercise. It felt really good, and you'll start to see for my right shoulder, my right arm, tends to give out faster than my left one. And that's been the case for like several years. Like, it's not crazy. It's not a crazy discrepancy. I don't even know. Like, I really don't know what's causing it because they both feel healthy. They both feel strong. But for some reason, my right arm has like 2 reps less endurance than my left arm does. And I'm not entirely sure why. But it could be structural. It could be really anything. But they both are developing nicely. And yeah, really glad I included this exercise. I'm definitely going to keep adding unilateral exercises like this. And like I said, this wasn't too taxing on the shoulders compared to what the overhead press would have done with the barbell. And so I could really rep these out, really focus on controlling the tempo. And for the hypertrophy phase, that's what's primary. That's my primary focus, is to really focus on the tempo and controlling the movement here. The heavy stuff is for the strength phase. That's coming soon. That's when the fun stuff happens. I mean, this stuff is fun too. The only problem with the strength phase is I really got to be careful because it's so hard. Look at that. Yeah, I gave out. Took a little break and then finished these last 3 reps out. But yeah, the problem with the strength phase is it will kick the shit out of you if you're not careful. Like, if you don't like modulate volume, yeah, you'll be on your ass. So, and that's been my issue. Like, I when I'm in my strength phases, I usually just go, I lift heavy all the time, and I need to stop that. I was never brought up that way. I was brought up better than this, but for some reason, just bad habits, man. I love bad things. What can I say? But I won't be doing that this strength phase coming up. No. What's great about the hypertrophy phase is, yeah, you can pretty much lift 4, 5, even 6 days a week and recover pretty well if you're eating enough. Mainly because it's just your muscles recover very easily compared to your nervous system. And so that's one reason I really like hypertrophy phases, is because I can be in the gym more. I'm only training 4 days a week right now, but I would love to add a 5th one in. We'll see what happens. But I like what I'm doing right now. And we're going to finish off here with the row machine. Again, single arm. I just really like the single arm variation. I can really focus on one side at a time. Starting with the left one as usual. Still lagging, obviously. That's not going to change in a week. But I changed the handles a little bit. I'm using the top forward handle. And these reps about the same as last week in terms of weight and tempo. Just different handle grip is all. But I started with 225. I don't know if this is 225 per se, but 2 weight plates on each side. And then I add a 10 because this was actually much easier than last week for some reason. Like, much easier. I don't know if I was more taxed last week, but these were definitely easier than I remember. So I added a little bit of weight there. And really, again, not too worried about increasing the weight too much here. More looking for tempo and full range of motion and really feeling it in the muscles that I'm trying to work here in this hypertrophy phase. So round 2, starting on the left side again. And sometimes I like to hold the bench for like stability and whatnot, but I do feel more core activation when I let go. And so I decided to let go for some of these sets. I don't necessarily strive to make the exercises easier. I just don't get that. Like, why make things easier when you can make them more challenging and get more of a reward from them? That's just kind of the way I operate in everything, honestly. Yeah, don't be afraid of a challenge. Don't be afraid to do things the harder way, because more often than not, there's more lessons to be learned the hard way anyway. That's not always ideal, right? Like, you should never always learn the hard way. For instance, don't do anything that's going to get you arrested. You probably shouldn't do those things anyway. Like, you shouldn't have to learn by getting arrested and going to prison. But again, those are extremes. When it comes to training per se, yeah, don't necessarily make it easier for you. Like, for example, on the squats, my squats, I can easily stop at 90 degrees, but I go full range of motion because, for one, it's harder. For one, you're really getting more of a hypertrophy stimulus and more of a strength stimulus too. when you're actually going through the full range of motion and you can get used to that movement. Full range, it's harder, but you're getting more of a result out of it as well. Moving on to the third set. This set went well. I was pretty taxed towards the end of this, pretty tired, feeling it in the back, but most of all, I was feeling it in the forearms, in my grip. I definitely need to grab some straps for these movements soon. It's kind of easier to get away with not using straps with the lighter weight, but once it gets heavier, there's no shot I'll be able to perform any of them without the straps. It'd just be too much on the grip, but I was definitely feeling it on these in the last set. I'm pretty happy with how my back is responding to the hypertrophy phase so far. I'm not overly sore, but I definitely was sore, but everything's recovering properly and recovering well, so I can't really complain too much on that front. So we'll see what kind of results I get from all this. If any. I'm definitely getting results from this. There's no way I'm not. I probably am going to increase the weight of this exercise next week, though, because I did feel like I could do a little bit more weight at the end of this third and final set. I mean, it was burning, but I feel like if I had straps, I could lift a little bit more. I definitely could load it heavier. So I'll probably do that next week. But yeah, man, that's it for this training session overall. It was fun. Give it like a 9. I am loving this phase so far. I'm super pumped. Feel really good. So I was happy with today. I'm happy with this block so far, man. Yeah, that's a wrap. Another good session in the books, baby. Let's go. Yeah, man, it was a great workout. Yeah, can't complain. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10, I'd say. Good workout after good session after good session, man. Let's go. Now imagine every session just giving it your all in the week, right? How many times you work out? Like 3 to 5. But you're giving it your all the entire time of the session. And you do that every session. That's a win every session. If you have 5 wins every single week for like months on end, it is going to be impossible for you not to change. That's what I mean, man. It's all about consistency. Consistency is the glue that holds everything together, man. Just can't stop. Just can't stop. And yeah, man, it's very easy to kind of get lost in the weeds a little bit, you know, because like some days are going to be good days and some days are inevitably going to be bad days, right? It's not about whether the day is good or bad in terms of how you feel, but it's about like giving it your all. If you give it your all, it's a win no matter what, no matter how you feel. And that's all I can really say on that at the end of the day is you're not always going to feel good. If you're like me and you love the gym, I wouldn't say it's easier, but I mean, I guess it is a little bit. I guess it is a little bit just because I just love it, you know? And so going to the gym, it's obviously easier for me. But like, that's because I know what I like to do in the gym, right? Like if I was going to a Pilates gym and that's what I was doing like consistently, I get it, dude. Some of y'all love Pilates. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. So imagine me trying to go to Pilates like 5 days out of the week. It'd be a nightmare. I wouldn't go because I don't like it. So, how do I actually go to the gym then? By doing things that I like to do. That's how I'm consistent. That and I have goals, right? I have goals that mean a lot to me, and I am dead set on completing those goals. Like, I will complete them no matter what. I don't care. I don't care how I feel. I don't care what stands up against me. It's going to happen. Like, my goals, I create, I set to achieve them, right? They're not just like arbitrary goals that like everybody has that, oh, I might get there, I might not. Like, first off, that's not a very fun way to live, right? Always kind of just coasting. It's boring, dude. It's like, if you don't have a goal to strive for, life's just boring. And in a way, it's also devoid of meaning. and purpose, if there's not something that you're fighting for. Now, for me, it's easy because I'm a Christian, right? I have an obvious enemy. And that helps too. Having a goal and having an enemy. And sometimes, your enemies are going to be the ones that are around you the most, that feed negative bullshit into your head. Right? The people that say, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't lose that much weight. Are you serious? Like, are you sure you can do that, bro? Like, I don't know. Just tell them to F off, you know? Like, it's your life. Who cares what, like, they're your goals. Who cares what people think? The only opinion that should matter is yours and God's. And so when it comes to goal setting, man, yeah, you don't want to obviously set unrealistic goals. Like, not all of us can be professional bodybuilders. Not all of us can be professional athletes, right? But you would be surprised how much you're capable of. And for me, my goals are a 500-pound squat. And that's the main goal right now. And there's a lot of other goals I have in other aspects of my life as well. All of it is connected, right? Like, my fitness goals are going to help me achieve my life goals. Like, it's all for an intention. It's all intentional. Like, sure, it's fun, but sometimes it's just not fun. At the end of the day, the moral of the story is, I don't give a shit if it's fun or if it's not. When I'm working towards a goal, a quality of life that I want to live, I don't care what it takes to get there. I don't care how I feel on that trajectory, because I know that if I don't feel like doing something, or if I'm exhausting myself, it's just part of the process. And you just got to be okay with being uncomfortable, right? Like, when it comes to really anything good in life, any good outcome, it's going to take time and effort. And most importantly, time, because that's something that we are so conditioned to not really pay attention to, or to focus on, is the fact that these things are going to take time. We're so used to having instant everything, instant oatmeal, instant gratification, social media. Everything is just instant dopamine. But every good, beautiful, and true thing in life comes out of time and consistent effort. Those two things. If you have time and consistent effort towards a goal, towards something, it's almost like the laws of physics, or like the law of God. Like, you're just going to get there wherever it is you're trying to go. And so I hope that's encouraging to you. But man, yeah, and like I said, some days you're gonna feel good, and some days you're gonna feel like trash. And you know what? That's just the way it is. And you just run with it, man. You run with how you feel, and at the end of the day, no matter how you feel, and no matter what you're going through, even if what you're going through might seem like despair, just know that God is with you and He will take care of everything. And that's what's up. On that note, I'll leave it there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow's gonna be Wednesday. Gonna be a rest day. I'm not gonna do much. By the way, I actually started rucking. Yesterday I started rucking for like a type of cardio, because I'm doing 2 workouts a day right now. One in the gym and then one like cardio type of exercise, and that's gonna be rucking for a while. And it's really fun, dude. I do it. I basically fill up a whole backpack full of gallons of water, and it's heavy, dude. And I'll walk for like 45 minutes to an hour, and it kicks your ass. It's fun, dude. So I just wanted to share that. It's actually really fun getting into rucking. If any of you do it, yo, I've been missing out. So, and if you haven't been rucking before, I recommend trying it. It's fun. If you want something that's a little more intense than walking, or just you want a way to make your walking a little bit more challenging, just go rucking. Literally fill a backpack full of books or something and just walk with that. Like, cinch it to your back and go to town. It's fun. Yeah, I wanted to share that. I forgot about that. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Tomorrow's gonna be a rest day. Thursday we're gonna go back for a lower body day. Gonna work on our squats and Olympic lifts and probably some single leg auxiliary stuff. Want to get that pistol squat down. And Friday, the usual upper body. That's the agenda. We don't stop. We keep going. No matter what it takes, we get it done. On that note, thank you all for watching. Share this with somebody that needs it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and God bless.